guys, it's the Prince of Macedon, and I'm doing a commentary video for Shogun 2 Total War. I command my faction, and my opponent Rolf commands his faction. This is the Daisetsuzan Basin map, and I'm going to show you my army first. Well, let's show you my opponent's initial positioning. He's going to stroll down here. He's going to roll down here, and we'll look at my troops before we get the battle going here. So I got 3 units of Katana Samurai. They look pretty sweet. And if you notice my banner, I try to make it look like the modern day Japanese flag. See that? Little rising sun. I have a unit of Lone Sword Ashigari. Look up close, they look really awesome. I like those hats. I actually own one of those. Well, but of course I do. I have my general unit here. There he is. Which one is he? This guy. You see him? Look at that bad looking armor. Bad isn't good. Alright, they have 2 units of Cav. No, 3 units of Cav. 2 are the Yari Samurai. I'm sorry, Yari Cav. And the other one is a light Cav unit. So that's my army. Let's go look at the enemy army commanded by Rolf. He's going to separate his troops so I can read him better. Well, that's not why he does it, but it makes it easier for me to read it. He's got his general unit, his avatar's bodyguard. He named his general the Ultimate Shogun. Then he's got, let's see, 2 units of Nodachi Samurai. He named one of them the 3rd Shock Samurai, and he named the other one the 2nd Shock Samurai. Then he's got a unit of Katana Samurai, and he named them the Old Guard. So I wonder if this guy played Napoleon Total War. I don't know. Then in the very back he has a unit of Naginata Warrior Monks. Those guys actually look kind of cool. So that's his army. He took this little farmhouse, and this gave the global effect for him, which increases the stamina and movement speed of all units. So that's what's going on here. I am moving my army up here. Like, my opponent was down there. Like, he moved down there for some reason. So I wasn't sure what he was trying to do. I thought he had hidden units in this forest here. So I sent all my Cav into the forest. You know, I thought, you know, maybe I'd spot something in here. You know, something cool like hidden Cav. And I didn't see anything. Yet I'm going to stroll through here anyways. Because at the same time, this also leads to his flank. See, if I go through the forest, that'll take me right to his flank. So that is the tactical situation here. And my opponent's moving yet again. I don't think he wants to play just yet. Look how big the swords are. Yeah. So my opponent's gonna move that way, so I'm gonna move my troops back this way to cut him off. Like, I thought he was gonna go up this way, but actually he can go right up this hill. So yeah, he's sliding his units across this way. And here he makes this interesting choice. He peels off a unit of Nodachi Samurai, and I saw this as a fatal flaw. And that's when I decided to pounce on it before he fixed his mistake here. So I took all of my Cav. These guys. And I'm gonna charge after his unit of Nodachi Samurai. And he's gonna charge down, and that's an even bigger mistake, because now his guys are completely isolated. Look at that. And then I peeled off a unit of my Lone Sword Ashigari. Meanwhile, the rest of my troops are up here. I'm gonna do a delaying action in case he comes up, but instead of that, he's going up this hill. So here's what's going on here. I pour right into his Nodachi Samurai from all sides. I've got my Lone Sword Ashigari. They're just cutting his guys from behind, and his guys are breaking now. He's surrounded by Cav and my Lone Sword swordsman. So his guys are pretty much toast here. I'm pretty sure not a single one survives. So I was off to a huge advantage at the beginning of the battle. because of that fatal flaw in my opponent's tactical decisions there. So I'm gonna bring up my my lonesome Ashigari, put him back up here. Because look what my opponent's doing. He's going right up this hill, right up towards the border of the map. So that is the tactical situation, the new one. I can only guess what these guys are wondering. They're like, why did we do that? Alright, so he's not playing around. He's up here for good. He's gonna come up here and just hang out. And I'm going to redeploy my army. We'll take a close-up of my my katana samurai. These guys are awesome looking. You like my color scheme? Isn't that neat? No? I thought it was. Yeah. Just my general unit. Very awesome. I believe that's him right here. The one without that balloon on his back. Alright, so, at about this point, you know, I was trying to get him to come off that hill. So I tried verbal tactics. I decided to send a message. What was the message? It was something like borderline camping and hill camping. Are you serious? And that's all I said. I wasn't being mean about it, but I was trying to get him off that hill, like any way I could, without using my troops. So I tried, you know, diplomacy at first. So diplomacy failed, and I'm gonna do a little time elapse here. Well, I'm going to do a little video edit here, so you don't see me waiting here the entire time. But you'll see what I'm doing. Well, you'll see what my course of action was after a few minutes of waiting. So here was my new solution, and I was going to take some infantry, and I was going to occupy these little areas in the map. I guess if you occupy this one, the sword dojo, then you get an increase in melee attack and charge of all units. And my opponent controls the other one. And I was gonna, you know, threaten to occupy this one too, the farmhouse, and this one increases the stamina and movement speed of all units. Ooh, look at all these dead bodies here. Sweet. So yeah, by doing this, not only do I threaten these points here, but it also makes my army look weaker, because I'm dividing my army, so that might have tempted my opponent forward. So basically I was trying everything, you know, I was trying to exhaust all my avenues of approach before I actually stormed uphill, because I didn't really want to go uphill. It's not very advantageous for the force going uphill. But look at that, by dividing my army, I think my opponent decided to come down a little bit. I'm not sure what it was that motivated him. I don't know if it was a threat of me occupying these points in the map, or was it the fact that my army was divided? I don't know. But my opponent moved forward a little bit. So at least I got some kind of movement out of him from moving my army a little bit. Yeah. Oh, look at that. You can see like cherry blossoms. Those are beautiful, actually, cherry blossoms. I think in DC they have a little section where they have cherry blossoms, and they were actually a gift from Japan. All right. So yeah, that's the situation. All right. So you can see I'm moving my troops back now. I'm trying to tip my opponent forward even more. So I'm bringing my troops back, and I'm also sending these guys my lone sword Ashigari. I'm sending them right to this this farmhouse, and that's occupied by him right now. Well, it's under his control, not really occupied. So he is moving now, a lot more than earlier. So I think he wants to fight. So what is he doing? He's reshifting his army. And yeah, so look, I do have a unit way separated from my army right now. So now is a good time for him to strike. I kept my cav forward to screen the movement of my foot units. That's the beauty of cav, is that they're so mobile. Like, you can have them at one point in the battlefield, and then you can switch them over to the other, to the other side, just like that. That's the advantage of cav, is their mobility. And of course their ability to strike really fast and hard. So opponent's coming forward more, and I'm going to put my cav, I'm going to concentrate him on my extended right wing here. Yeah, my guys are itching for a fight. These are my katana swordsmen. Or my katana samurai. Alright, my opponent's shooting. He's using his general to shower my guys. See that? Look at those bows they have. They're really long. I think his next volley is going to target my general.
Our general is in grave danger, my lord!
Look at that pop. I lost one horse there. So I can bring my guys back. Yeah, that's my general right there. See him? Yeah, he doesn't have a balloon on his back. So now I'm gonna rush my samurai forward, my katana samurai, and I'm bringing back my lone sword, Ashigari. Yeah, it's time for a fight, my friends. So these are his Naginata warrior monks. So general brawl, guys. Everyone's honor is at stake here. But look what I did with my cav. I swung completely around his army, and I'm going right for his general. I wanted to test just how effective it was to kill the general and see what kind of effect it had on the enemy's troops. It's getting starting to rout, so I'm smashing him from all sides, and I launched his hammer and anvil strike in the backs of these of his old guard, who are katana samurai. So here is the fight. Let's see how his general's doing. His general's taking a beating from two of my cav units. Where's he at? Where are those balloon poppers at? I don't know, they're here somewhere. But yeah, just know that I was gunning for his general, like Alexander the Great would have done. Take out his general, and that would be very demoralizing for the enemy. So here's the situation. I got my general right here. Here he is. And that's pretty much it. His general's dead, and his guys are routing all over. And my Ashigari are too late for battle. And good game to my opponent, Rolf. Hope you guys enjoyed this battle on the Daisetsuzan Basin map.